Hello, hello. Amana Be Love here with your moon offering, your quarterly moon offering. Today is Tuesday, September 10th, and this is the waxing half moon in Sagittarius. So we're moving towards a full moon in about a week or so. So the moon is getting brighter and brighter now. I wonder, have you ever noticed how if your mood changes as the moon grows brighter as opposed to waning and growing darker? Have you ever stopped to notice? May this be an invitation to potentially notice within yourself. I've been feeling a little bit scattered and all over the place in really mostly a beautiful way, but I feel myself kind of, as I sit here to record these messages, pulling myself back in, centering more. You might also want to do the same. If you can, maybe even just close your eyes for a moment and feel into your body. Maybe give yourself a little hug and say, "This is my body. Here I am. Here I am." And take a look around wherever you are and notice the space that you're in, whether you're inside or out. And feel into the safety of your area. Do you feel safe and settled here? Is there something you could do to make this moment more wonderful? Would it feel good to have a glass of water or block a door? Put a sweater on? I don't know. What is it for you? So today I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle from Adriana Ayales. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards and then speak to those. And at the end, I'm going to read a little poem called Waxing Balance, as we are in the moon phase where the moon is waxing. So I'm asking Spirit to speak through me and for me. These messages are for you, and I also feel they're often also for me. The yous that are drawn to listen to this, I'm so grateful for you. I have loved receiving comments from you guys on YouTube and Instagram when you are feeling that you received something from these messages. It's always my hope that you receive something from these, and thank you for watching and listening. I feel like this was one of the cards in another moon message. This is Rhodiola, Wisdom. I actually don't know a lot about Rhodiola, but I see that this is it's a root, or a plant with a big, strong root, but then rises up and has these yellow flowers here. There's a unicorn on this card with this magic and wisdom. Wisdom. I love these little sparkles here and mountains in the background. I feel like this is, what do I want to say? How can I say this clearly? So I'm 41 years old now. I'll be 42 in November. And for many of my years, into my 30s, I absolutely I looked outside of myself, that other people had wisdom, other people were wise, they had the answers, and it's really been in the last, in my 30s and into these 40s, that I have began practicing more the turning inward to our own inner wisdom. Now, this is also something when I work with women, it's such a common theme. We are in this culture so often taught to look outside of us for our answers. And I wonder what it might be like if you, when the next question comes and you instinctively grab your device and start Googling it or DuckDuckGoing it, or however you search for something on Instagram, on YouTube, what might it be like if first you paused and came up with an answer from within? What would that feel like? If you could feel into, oh, well, if I didn't have these other options, what do I feel is the answer to my inquiry? And then sure, you can look it up or search it, phone a friend, and see how their answer aligns with your answer, or does it? And notice in your own being which one feels actually more true. We have a lot of wisdom. I have wisdom, you have wisdom. I know that you do. We don't always, it's so hard, we can't quantify it or necessarily express or tell people what the wisdom is, but I know that you are wise and you have wisdom within you. So maybe next time, don't Google it, and see what answers are already within you, or what answers can you receive from the cosmos that does not involve the screen. It's my invitation to you with this card. Curious. I was not expecting that one. All right, just shuffling these beautiful cards here. And another thing, okay, about looking for answers outside of ourselves. Remember that answers of the society and the culture also change across time. My grandmother Elsie was told not to breastfeed her children because breast milk was bad and formula was better. This idea was sold to her. And yet she says she knew, there was some part of her that knew that didn't really make sense. And that even when experts and physicians, care providers tell us something, that even if they believe it to be true at that moment, it doesn't actually make it true. So it's just a reminder that the answers that the experts give also change across time. You are wise. Don't know why I had to throw that in, but I trust there was a reason for that little story. The next one also has this big root, and in this card it's in the shape of a woman's body. Mandrake, sensuality. How beautiful. I love that I'm pulling these cards that I have not pulled before. Wow. I love that it's the word sensuality, and it's a woman unto herself here. Did you know that virgin actually doesn't mean a woman who's never had penetrative sex, but it means a woman unto herself? We learn about that in Mother Circle, as well as other places. If you've never read the book Witch by Lisa Lister, she also talks about it in there, which is awesome. But okay, so what I'm feeling with this card, I love this like beautiful green fan with these purple flowers, and these must be like the yellow seeds or something here. This reminds me of like a crescent moon. And then they have these pillars in the background. Do you need someone else to be sensual? Have you practiced finding and experiencing sensuality by yourself? And how is sensual different from sexual? I feel like I'd like to invite you right now to, if you have bare arms, I feel like it's the best, but what would it be like to touch yourself in a way that felt sensual to you? And of course, everyone has a different touch that they like. Like my husband loves like very light, feathery touch, where I want a little more firmness to the touch. So even just taking a moment to stroke one of your arms and trying maybe with a little more pressure or a little less pressure, how does that feel? Can you feel the sensualness of this body of yours? Might be easier if you close your eyes, or maybe it feels good to leave them open. What does it feel like? Does that evoke the feeling or the sensation of sensuality to you? Can you feel the pleasure of sensual touch with your own body? I feel all kind of warm and fuzzy just from those few moments. Okay, so your reminders today is that you are wise. You have answers of your own. You are wise. Look within, locate your own inner compass. And how can you invite more sensuality into your life? And what does that feel like? And can you do it by yourself? Or how does it feel to do it by yourself? And then, so this poem is from this wee moon calendar that my sister-in-law got me this year. And the poem is called Waxing Balance by Souza Silver Marie. Waxing balance, unstoppable, that edge where dark meets light, in the dusk of my life, cresting curves and gulf. Can incantations face such fear? Unstoppable, that edge, and its precise piercing of my soul. In humble procession, I walk my life. The link I am, an edge between ancestor and descendant. I will not trip nor fall. I breathe the half-moon balance, the delicate dark, the mild light, the gentle disappearing line between. I will not drop away from waxing. I stand as member of evolving earth, breathing steady, breathing quiet, rising up as earthling on behalf of all the beings. I keep my dancing balance here on this half waxing moon. So much love to you. I hope that you're having a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you on the full moon, if not sooner. Mwah.